Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. I had to do one more video in downtown. Of course, I haven't actually been here in a while. By the way, just full disclosure, this is a different camera. I've never used this one before, and I'm not wearing my normal mic that I wear, so this is the mic in the camera, so everything's gonna sound and look just a little bit different, including the way I'm wearing this camera. So anyway, I'm wearing it around my neck, just so you know. So we are in downtown Chiang Mai. It is a Sunday night and the sun is just about to go down. It is the beginning of May. I think today's like May, good grief, I forgot, 3rd or 4th, something like that. The weather has been absolutely phenomenal for the past 2 or 3 days. We've had a little bit of rain towards the evening for about an hour and then it goes away. Other than that, during the day, it is just beautiful. So it's a great time of year to visit Chiang Mai, and that's for sure. Look around. So if you're not familiar with Chiang Mai, on Sunday night is when they have the big Sunday night market. Now there's more than a Sunday night market. There's a Saturday night market, and then there's the night market. The night market happens every day, but we're gonna go there, but that's gonna be later. It's not where we're going right now. The Saturday night market is to the south of Old City, which is the square when you look on the map of Chiang Mai. But the Sunday night market, that's the big one, and that is by the big gate, the Top Hat Gate, the one that everyone's familiar with when you're talking about Chiang Mai. So what I thought I would do in this video today is show you around one last time. I am moving to Albania, just so you know. And I also, for those of you who've been watching for a long time now, I wanted to answer some questions that I've had on the comments that I just really felt like it needed a more in-depth discussion than just me typing something back and only that one person seeing it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a shortcut to get to the Top Hat Gate. This, by the way, at night, this is an area usually where you'll find, late at night, a lot of homeless people sleeping. So where we're going now is to the front side of Top Hat. That'll all make sense here in just a minute. There's always things going on here at this part of the gate. If there's any festivals being held in Chiang Mai, your best bet is to show up right here in front of this gate. It's probably going to be the epicenter of everything that's going on. So here we are at the gate. So that's the Top Hat Gate straight ahead. We're gonna walk through there in just a second. They are selling things, which these aren't usually up here. There's always somebody selling something here, but it usually doesn't look this nice. So something's going on there. Now these guys with these little motorcycles slash shop things, they're usually here. By the way, and this is the area, if you need Starbucks, it's across the street. There's also a McDonald's across the street over there. Hopefully you didn't come all this way to go to Starbucks and McDonald's, but sometimes I guess it's nice to see something you're familiar with. So now what we're gonna do is walk through the Top Hat Gate, and this will take us straight into the Sunday night market. So again, we're not gonna go walking all through the market because it's just gonna be wall-to-wall people. I want you to see it though. So this is the actual gate, and then it goes on and on of pure madness. So now that we're crossing the street, I could show you the rest of it. So your tuk-tuks are lined up here. You're gonna find a whole arsenal of them. So if you're looking for those, you won't have to look too far. And as we go through here, you can see it goes on and on and on. And everyone's selling all of their goods everywhere on this Sunday night. But let's say you're not here on a Sunday, you could still find most of this stuff at the night market, which is happening every night. And if you're here on a Saturday, I would suggest going to the Saturday night market so you could find this stuff just about anywhere you go to one of these markets. So don't think you have to make it here on a Sunday or that's it. So those of you who are planning on moving to Chiang Mai, going to the downtown area, you can just bet that everyone's treating you flat up as a tourist because this is where all the tourists are. Now, hey, this place is new. Another coffee place, single origin store. You'll find coffee places all over the place here in Chiang Mai. And by the way, as you can tell by me walking, the ground is all over the place. You never know where you're going to be walking, so always make sure you take good care in your steps so you will fall and trip real quick. 7-Eleven, you'll see those all over the place. All right, so one of the questions I had on the channel that I will answer for you. Somebody said, Tony, what is your ethnicity? Which I thought was kind of funny because I've heard that one a lot. I am Italian, but well, when I was younger and had hair, you would definitely thought nothing of it. He looks Italian. But when I shaved my head, it would immediately get a whole bunch of other things that I could possibly be. When it's funny, when my wife and I go traveling around, if we're in Turkey, everyone thinks I'm Turkish. If we're in a Spanish country, everyone thinks I'm Spanish, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of countries to where I fit right in. This is not one of them. So that was one of the questions. Other one is, Tony, why would you want to leave Chiang Mai and go to some place like Albania? Well, for those of you who have been following us for a long time, maybe like our first 10 videos even, you know that Kendall and I came here as missionaries. We have done mission work helping people with eyeglasses for reading and for distance all over the place. I've kept that separate from the channel, so I've not talked about it on the channel. I figured I would keep this totally separate. But that was a big reason of why we were here. So all those people were like, oh, you're retired, you're not doing anything. Actually, we were all over the place in a lot of the jungles and everything like that. So hopefully that will answer a whole lot of, oh, okay, now I get it. Which is why we are going to Albania. So for the same reason, we've just got some other opportunities that we can do there. So we feel like we are being called over there. Do I want to leave Chiang Mai, Thailand? Absolutely not. I love it here, but gotta go. And I am excited, beyond excited, to go to Albania. So let me make that crystal clear. I am very excited. Kendall and I leave out on the 19th. We're leaving Chiang Mai, and we leave Thailand as a whole because we're going to Bangkok for like 4 days. We're leaving, I think it's the 23rd or the 24th, but that's when we're finally leaving. And by the way, we do have the other channel that we are starting. It's about coffee. We're opening up a coffee store in Albania. This channel will remain, and we're going to show you what it's like to move and get acclimatized to and all about Albania and everything else. But I'm going to have a separate channel because we're starting from scratch, having a coffee shop, and I'm very excited about it. That's something we really couldn't do very easy here in Thailand, simply because of the way the legalities are with everything. So for an American to come over here and own a business without having a Thai partner and all this other stuff, it's just very difficult. And there's no real good path to citizenship, which I can get over in Albania. So that is something that is always a goal for me. So where we're headed, by the way, to flip gears, we are headed to Loy Crow Road. And I will show you, if you've never seen Loy Crow Road before, it's something to see. So make sure you're going to watch this. Now, it's not very late. The sun just went down. But when you go later at night to Loy Crow Road, it will be happening. By the way, anytime you cross the road, you are taking your life into your own hands because they do not want to stop for you. You just got to go. There. So now I'll show you where we're at. If I turn like this, here's the beautiful moat, the water. Just don't dive in there because you'll probably get sick. And everything we just did was down that way where the Sunday night market is. Now, we're gonna go over here to this road called Loy Crow and see what's going on this road. Now, I've taken you guys down this path so many times, but this is my last one. So it's bittersweet. Okay, people, gotta go. All right, so on this street is where a lot of the tourists are gonna conglomerate, simply because this is where a lot of the bars are, the massage places, tattoos, all those kinds of things. I'll give you a better view when I get across the street. So here is a look across the street. These are some of the bars at the very beginning, but it goes all the way down. And at the end of the street, we're going to find the night market. So we're gonna hear a lot of music competing with each other because everyone's got to turn up their music to beat the other person. So, all right, so let's go back to the question. Sawadee Kap. By the way, if you are planning on moving here, I would definitely say to learn the Sawadee Kap. It's funny, if I had my camera in my hand, the massage places wouldn't even say anything to me usually, but I'm wearing it around my neck, they don't see it. Anyway, knowing a little bit of Thai goes a long way here, even if you only know how to say thank you, hello, goodbye, it's delicious, all that good stuff, the pleasantries, it goes a long way in Thailand. So again, as we're passing, I guess I could show you a little bit more. So restaurants over here to my left, again, nothing really happening at the moment because it's so early, and this is the nighttime area, one of them. So if I was to come back to Thailand, somebody asked where would I move to, would I come back to Chiang Mai? I love Chiang Mai, but I would probably try out Hua Hin or Krabi. I think those are some really good places to try. So I would probably give one of those a go and see how living there is. Chiang Mai is an awesome place. It's just big enough to where there's just a lot to do, and you can move away just a little bit from this busy area, and it can be as quiet as a church mouse where you live. Just, they got everything here. The only thing, and I've said this over and over again, that they don't have is the beach. But big deal, you can hop on a plane in an hour and a half, be at the beaches, some of the best ones in all of Thailand. Sawadee Kap. I should have wore the necklace camera a long time ago. It doesn't light up or anything, so nobody really sees it. Kap. Some of the best food I've ever had has been in this city. I will really miss the food here. I am curious as to what foods are going to become my favorite in Albania. They do have awesome food there. You got to remember, it's right by Italy, it's right by Greece, so you got that good Mediterranean food. Sawadee Kap. No. He's trying to grab my hand. I hate it when they do that because then they pull you in. Here's a name for you. That bar is called I Am Virgin Bar. I don't think I've seen that one before. I Am Virgin Bar. Okay. 7-Elevens, I'm gonna miss 7-Eleven. Definitely gonna miss 7-Eleven. One of my favorite restaurants we're heading straight to, I'm gonna miss there too, and the waiter. He's a good guy, even though if you held a gun to my head, I cannot remember his name to save my life. And up here is where the Muay Thai rings are. There's about 3 or 4 just within a 10-minute walk of where I'm at right now. So if you're into that kind of thing, it's definitely the area you're gonna wanna be in. All right, so let me see if I can remember some more of the questions that people were asking. Mostly I've been getting, you're crazy, why would you ever wanna leave Thailand? And things like that. And what will I miss the most? I think I'm gonna miss the people. The people here in Thailand are super nice, and I'm gonna miss their smiling faces. That's gonna be interesting when we go to Albania. They're not really known for their smiling faces. I've heard they're some of the nicest people, but we'll see. I've already had some strange encounters at the grocery store and everything else in Albania. I went to the grocery store and I was the next one in line, and some lady with 3 times more groceries than I had just cut the whole line and got right in front of me. This happened 3 times in the 6 days I was there. However, the cash register lady never let them get in front of me, meaning they tried and she just acted like they didn't exist. So that was one thing we noticed there. And a lot of people in Albania, they seem a little rough at first, like they're not very smiley or bubbly and all that stuff. But then when you get to know them, they are. So just a whole different thing to get used to. It's so different from Thailand in so many different ways, in some good ways and some bad ways. I'll know more as I've been there a while. So by the way, a lot of people have asked, what are we doing about the dogs? The dogs are definitely coming with us. They came to Thailand with us when we left the US, and now they're going from Thailand to Albania. But I'll tell you, the frustrating thing is that it's easy to get into Albania with the dogs, but we have a stupid layover in Austria, and that's part of the European Union. Albania is not. So the dogs have to have all these shots and all this paperwork only for our layover in Austria, which is only like 3 or 4 hours, just because we're there for that short period of time, which is very annoying. Another funny factoid is that in the channel, when I said that I was moving, somebody contacted Alice, our favorite real estate agent here in Chiang Mai, and had Alice call me because somebody was interested in our place, which is cool. But unfortunately, somebody has already, and fortunately for us, somebody has already claimed our residence. They've already contacted our landlady and are moving in. They're friends of ours. They're very excited about moving from a 2-story into a 1-story house. And by the way, if you are moving to a house here, I will say 2 stories are great, but it's very expensive to air condition both the top and the bottom floor all the time because it's hot here year round. The bill gets outrageous. It's just a lot easier if you live on 1 floor. So check it out yourself. You can figure that one out, what you like better. But that's just my little hint there. Save yourself from having to move again unnecessarily. So I went down this side street just to show you. This is one of the boxing rings. Doesn't look like much now. You definitely know there's no fight tonight because they had this all blocked. You can't even see in, and there's usually a big crowd. And they got all these bars with all the bar girls, which are doing nothing but playing on their phone right now because, again, it's like, I don't know, 7:15, 7:30 right now at night. Nobody's doing anything. So, except for saying hello to me in Thai, because I'm the only dummy walking through right now. But what will happen later on is worse than it is now. You'll have competing music from the left and to the right going back and forth. It's funny because there's so much music going on at the same time that you can't hear any music. I don't even get any copyright strikes from YouTube walking through here because the music's so garbled up from everything going on. But anyway, so this is here just so you know. And again, it's a Sunday. It's not like it's Saturday night or a Friday night. So it's not like it's anything like that. It's gonna be a little bit more desolate. And by the way, if you do want tickets to the boxing match, you would get them right here. They're of course not here right now because there's no fight. Now we're back on Loi Crow Road again. Just wanted to take that detour and show you guys. So one of the other things that I'm gonna miss about Thailand here is that we will not have a car or a motorcycle in Albania. There is like 0 parking. and they double park like a champ. If you're not familiar with double parking, watch the channel when I get to Albania. I'll show you what it is. Imagine parking your car. Let's say you go in to do whatever it is you need to do in some business or have lunch somewhere. You come back out and somebody just parked behind you, so you can't get out. You're just done. It's double parking. They do it here in Thailand, but it only happens rarely that I could see. But in Albania, oh, everybody's doing it. It's because there's no parking. And if you're wondering why there's no parking, that is because it was a communist nation for so long, and they did not allow their people to have cars. So all their businesses and everything were made with no parking because nobody really could have cars. It's a little strange. Ah, okay, here's my restaurant. Let's get across the street and I'll show it to you. It's this one, Raj Darbar, Indian restaurant. It's so good. It won't look like much, but trust me when I say the food is really good. So this is what it looks like right here. Excellent restaurant. That's the waiter I know in there, but this is not the time to start a conversation. You want to rent a scooter, you could do that over here. You could do that a lot of places. You can do it in Old City. They got scooter rentals everywhere except in the busiest months of the year, like end of October, November, December, January. It's kind of hard to find a motorcycle because everyone has them rented. So just keep that in mind. So here is my favorite place to use the bathroom. And I'm going to show you because you're going to be down here by the night market having to go to the restroom. It's called the Marriott. Just go in the door, hang to the right-hand side, go to the very back. Super nice bathroom there because they're kind of scarce here. And some of the bathrooms that they do have for you to use kind of scary. So my wife and I found places that we can go and use a really, really nice facility. So there's one. Now where we're going now is we're heading right here to the night market. It's going to be dead tonight. It's going to happen, but it's still going to be dead tonight because guess what? Everyone packed up their stuff and went to the Sunday night market. So we're not going to see as much going on down here. But I wanted to take you down here to see where it was at. So yeah, usually even right in here, you couldn't see the road because there would be vendors set up all along the street. This is the night market area. Kalari Night Market is another way you can look it up. This is a great place to get a condo. It puts you right in the heart of a lot of things, but just a little bit of a walk, which we just did, away from Old City. So if you are looking for a first-time residence here in Chiang Mai and you want to pick something that's a walking distance of just about everything, this is the area I would tell you to move to. I think you'd really enjoy it, and like I said, you won't be hurting for anything. You can get everything from food, your prescriptions, your grocery shopping, everything right here. So just to tell you guys a little bit more about starting a coffee shop in Albania, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that Kendall and I never drank coffee. I'm now 56, my birthday was April 30th, and Kendall is 55, and we only started drinking coffee last November, so not long at all. I mean, we're really new. But we are going to open a coffee shop. I got my barista certificate and took the training here. It was kind of expensive here in Thailand with some people who spoke English at a place called Bella Goose on the hill, which is in the downtown Chiang Mai area. And they have me all trained up, ready to go. I've owned businesses before, of course not a coffee business. So that's going to be something new for me to do, especially starting it in a foreign country that I know really very little, almost nothing about, don't speak the language. And we've already hired an attorney to do all the legalities, and the country's giving us a good tax incentive of like 85,000 euros as a that of taxes we don't have to pay for our first 85,000. So they're being very helpful as far as starting up a business. They really want foreigners to move to Albania to start businesses. And if you're wondering why, it's because a lot of their youth move away from Albania as soon as they turn 18 and go to other countries, and they just don't have enough people to keep Albania moving along. So they're making it very easy for foreigners to come there. I tell you what though, if you're somebody looking for a place to go and Albania is on your radar, if you are a real estate agent, I'm sure you would do really well there. You know how, if you're from the US, you know how you just ask a realtor, any realtor, one question about some home they have listed, they never leave you alone. They're going to be all over you forever. Okay, well, it's the exact opposite in Albania. You can ask them about real estate property over and over again, and you get one-word answers. They wait 2 or 3 days sometimes to get back with you. It's like pulling teeth. So please, somebody, come over and be a real estate agent in Albania. We will all love you. So believe it or not, I've done over 400 videos all on Thailand. So I think I have regurgitated as much information as I possibly can. If you're catching this video and this is the end of my Thailand stay, I'll probably have 1 or 2 more videos come out before I leave. But don't be too upset. You can go back and see the 400 videos that we've already done on Chiang Mai, Thailand. There's a lot of information on there. I would say the one thing that you need to be wary of is old information about visas, because that's constantly changing all of the time. Well, that's all I have for you. Don't forget, we do have that new channel, so look down in the description. I'll have a link there to it, and I'll also pin it as the top comment, so make sure you check that out. We'd love to have you subscribe. There's only like 1 video. By the time you see this, there'll be 2 videos on there. There's a 3rd one that'll be on there next week, and then we're gonna pick up the pace whenever we get to Albania. So thank you. Please subscribe if you want to subscribe, and follow us as we go on this channel to Albania and tell you all about Albania. So until next time, kap kum kap.